What's up, y'all? It's Nate. Welcome back to Navy Living. Have my friends here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Okay, they don't want to introduce.
No, I was trying to see the order of the procession.
Right. Either way.
Hi, my name is Jessica.
Hey, my name is Samantha, aka Sam.
And today, y'all, we are going to play the end game. So I got this idea from B. Simone and Megan from their podcast. This game is by Skin Deep. So, y'all, it's about to get deep.
Wait, Skin Deep?
Skin Deep.
Okay.
Skin Deep.
Ooh.
We here.
Okay.
So with this game, it's about to get real deep, y'all. Y'all straight? I don't think I'm ready for this.
I'm low-key scared, but let's go. I love it.
So it says rethink how you connect, okay? This is not the directions. I don't know why I pulled this up. But let me tell y'all what they are, okay? So
You should have gave us this straight.
I'm done.
okay. This is how you play. It says sit facing one another with the separation that we're at now. It says choose 12 random cards from the deck. Take 30 seconds to relax and look at one another. Person one begins to ask the question to person two. Person two will answer the question. Continue back and forth through all the questions. Okay? So how we're going to play this, because I kind of looked at the cards already. Okay? Some of these questions may be like the example I gave earlier, which is like, how have I hurt you? If you don't feel like you hurt that person, say how I hurt myself. So redirect it to yourself, okay? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me get this one out of here. And either side.
So just pick a card.
Yep, just pick a card.
Okay. Do I read it?
Yep, you read it aloud.
Okay. So it says, what's a memory from your childhood you never want to forget? A memory from my childhood I never want to forget. So I don't really remember a lot about my childhood.
Okay.
But honestly, the only thing that I do remember was when I went horseback riding. I did a lot of that when I was younger. So only because I remember, that's going to be my answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Horseback riding.
Mm-hmm. I want to do it again.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It was
You
fun.
did it in Georgia?
Uh-huh. I was like on a horseback riding camp, the horse camp. We learned how to yeah, I went to a horse. I was a weird child. I didn't want to do cheerleading. I didn't want to do nothing. I want to ride horses.
You want to ride horses? I support it. Listen, do what makes you happy.
And Clarice was like, yeah, you going to ride horses. It's my mom. If you hear me say Clarice, it's my mom.
Okay. Clarice.
That's what I call her that.
Clarice. Mine is Yolanda. What's your mom's name?
Beatrice.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like the spelling of that name. That she spelled it Beatrice.
Well, say that one time.
Beatrice.
See, people, I never know what's the actual spelling. I know the two
I think
spellings.
it has a Z in it.
No.
But I think that's and correct me if I'm wrong, the Latino Hispanic way to spell Beatrice.
Oh,
like a lot of my kids who have that name have a Z in their name. For Hispanic Latino.
Because my mom's name is J in Spanish.
Okay.
Instead of Y.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. That's interesting. I still like the name. They're so proud of us.
All right. When was the last time you cried and why?
Dang, this is deep.
This is real deep, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's be real, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. I feel like the only memory that came out the last time, sometimes you remember the last time you actually cried. Do you cry?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I actually cried was over a man, y'all. And this was the recent one I told y'all.
Okay.
But honestly, I remember the last time I cried, I said, God, this is the last time I'm going to cry over a nigga. That's it. No more. You're not gonna get any more tears from me. You're not gonna get any worried from me or anything. I think the reason why I cried because I felt dumb or I felt foolish for opening so much to a man. And I feel like I did put a little bit too much. You know how they say don't put all your eggs in one basket? And that's how I felt. I felt like I did put a lot of eggs in that basket because I was feeling for this person actually. But I felt like, dang, I was transparent. I mean, I opened up my heart to this man. I was feeling for him. And then we didn't work out. And that was the last time I feel like I can remember I actually cried. And this is, I don't want to say this is, it's recent. Yes, about 2-3 months ago, y'all.
Oh, real recent.
I think I actually, was it in either March or April.
Oh, okay.
I went to the park, I took my journal, and I was crying. I was letting it all out. That was just a way for me to just finally say this is over. It's finally over. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, like I said, the reason I cry is because I feel like I opened up. And then now that we didn't work out, and I was like, dang, I should have just guarded my heart even more. And that was the lesson for me. Guard myself. And also believe every sign that you see in a man. What you see is what you're going to get. That's it. Because a lot of times I feel like me, us as women, we're like, no, I see the potential. You can change. I believe in you. I think once you start getting with me, like, bro, you're gonna be changed. But no, the person I met the first day is the person I'm going to see, and I believe every sign. So I think that's why I cried, because I opened up to this person, and now that we didn't work out and it's over, and yeah, I would say that.
Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Jessica?
Oh, you don't choose one?
Oh, no. This is for you all. I'm just playing.
Oh, so you do choose one.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, oh, you the host.
It's just more like, okay,
right?
Okay. I'm going to choose this one. Uh-huh.
I think so, yeah.
So this question is for both of you.
Okay. How do you know if it's for both of us?
The way it's worded.
Okay.
And I could just ask one person, but I want to know what both of you all have to say. When was the moment you decided to get to know me better? Y'all pay attention to how they answer this question, because this may be the last video you see them in.
I saw how you accepted a classmate of ours. And when a lot of people were not really accepting, what's the word I'm looking for? Receptive of him. You and very few other people were. And so I saw like the relationship. I saw like, I don't even want to say relationship because people take that around, but like the friendship and like the bond that you all had and the patience that you had with this person. I was just like, I honor you for that. I commend you for doing that. Because even like during that time, he was going through a hard time, and I was like, yeah, like she has a good heart. So, I mean, that's one of the many things that I saw, but that's the one that stuck out to me the most. And I don't want to say this person's name on camera because, for privacy reasons, but we all know who that person is. Yeah. And, I was like, yeah, who is this person?
That was deep.
And the first word that came into mind when you asked this question is acceptance. Going back to what Jessica said, is you accepting us in hearing us, what we have to say, like we matter. Our voice matters. I think that's when I was like, ooh, okay. And then you just made me laugh throughout the entire time.
Yeah, you were funny.
You were so funny in class. And it's acceptance and, just accepting who we are. And you made us matter. Our voice mattered. Wow. That's something I really love about you. Being able to open up to you, being able to be myself. Mm-hmm. I feel like you never judged us. I feel like you never look, you're a very smart woman, but you never like, yeah, you're over there. But no, you treated us the same. And that was something I really loved about you, and that's how. Yeah. And then because I remember I first opened up to Jessica, and then I know Jessica used to talk to you all the time, mm-hmm. and then we just happened, yeah.
I just thought about Jessica. She used to be watching The Office in class.
Because when Sam said that, I'm like, Jeanette was just always there. Like, she was just there. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, that's how I saw Jeanette. I'm like, what?
I never really had a conversation I only had a conversation with two people in that class. And those were the two people that were not for me. Yeah. They were such a backstabbing host. And I've seen everybody else like, hey, what's up, and moving on. But you know what? That door had to be closed. And God had to end that relationship because it was bad. Yeah. I would never forget it.
I remember when you told me, I was just like, what's going on? And I had to reevaluate the group I was in because of what you were saying. I was just like, hold up, let me make sure.
It was so bad, y'all. Like, how, we work on how are we going to work on a group assignment? And when I said, hey, we need to meet up, and y'all didn't want to meet up, and then we're failing. So if you're failing, does that mean we need to meet up with a professor? Wouldn't that be smart? Absolutely. Okay. But yeah.
To each his own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I noticed that you weren't the same. I feel like y'all were the same. Mm-hmm. I low-key feel like y'all were the same, just like the other folks. I'm not joking. Oh, yeah. I was so scared. Yeah.
That's understandable, though.
Well, thank y'all. Y'all trying to get me teary-eyed. I know what y'all doing. Y'all trying to get me cry.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
They just gave me a card.
I want you to choose. Because you can read either side, whichever one you feel.
I like surprises. So.
You like, okay, surprise. When you start doing surprises?
When were you...
I'm not doing surprises.
When were you most worried for me? So am I speaking about myself or like others?
You could ask us if you want to.
What's the other option?
You could tell yourself like when you were most worried about you.
Ooh, I'll do that. I was most worried about myself like when I woke up one morning and I could not get out of bed. Like I was just like numb. That's one situation. And then another situation, I lost a case little kid. Oh, and I was numb to it. And I was just like, so that's when I was most worried of myself because that's not normal. And for any social worker, therapist, mental professional watching this, it is not normal to be numb to this practice. The amount of trauma that we experience, whether it's direct or secondhand trauma, it's not normal. And when you feel yourself being numb, that's when you need to seek help. Whether it's a therapist or somebody that you trust, but I lost a kid. I was losing too many people. Not only caseload kids, but just like people in my life, and I was numb to it. I was numb to bad things happening, and that's when I started worrying about myself. So, yeah.
Do you think, is it normal for therapists to also receive therapy from other therapists?
Absolutely. I had to receive therapy because our profession is just too. I mean, I feel like at some point, as a therapist or a social worker, you need to receive some kind of mental health, help. We can't do this by ourselves.
Oh, exactly.
Whether it's like on a Talkspace app or like, speaking to a therapist for a consultation. I mean, we need to talk to somebody because we endure too much to not. And it's not normal for one person to endure so much.
Yeah, I would say, like, shout out to every counselor, therapist, mental health facilitator, psychologist. It's hard.
It's hard. Yep.
It's hard. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course. That's a good question.
And the reason why I ask, because a lot of time people think, okay, because I'm a therapist, and then I don't need, no, you don't need somebody to vent to, somebody to seek counseling, because the work that we do is a lot. It's trauma. It is hard issues.
Yeah.
And sometimes I remember, real quick, y'all, I remember when I first started working in my profession as an advocate. I promise y'all, I came, and my boss told me the reason why I hired you because you have that drive, that motivation, wanting to change the world. I promise y'all, I went into that profession. I believe that was going to change every woman to leave their their abusive relationship. Every woman I was talking to say, hey, you don't need help. You're better than this. You're more than this. You can do this. That's not love. You know, these are the signs that I'm seeing. This is what you need to see. You go back. And I thought every woman I was going to talk to, they were going to leave that relationship. And guess what? Most of them didn't.
And you know, I commend you all for working in that component of social work because, you know, for those of y'all who don't know, as social workers, they tell us not to tell women or people who are victims don't leave their, you know, domestic violence relationships. It's like, you know, you want to give them resources and a safety plan, but it is not our role to be like, leave that person, leave that nigga, even though we want to. But, you know, of course, as in our role, we have to meet the client where they are. And I commend y'all. Because I be like, girl, let's go. Let's do a drive-by. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming. Get the kids. What a coffee. Like, I be ready. But
spin around the block.
Okay. I think my most favorite part of that job was I got to sit down and listen. And like you said, not telling them what to do. And it's more, what do you want to do? Do you just need a break and then go back? What is it? And I like that because a lot of times they don't feel like they're being heard. Yes, they have friends. Yes, they have church support. Yes, they have community support. But guess what? They're all telling her, you gotta leave.
And they know they need to leave. They know they do. Like, they already know their situation. It's just leaving is the hardest. Superwoman.
And that's so true.
Right?
Every time I see you, I'm like, oh, change the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. I deal with little babies, but I can't deal with it.
I don't know. And I don't know. I didn't realize how tough it is into someone. I've been hearing that a lot. People tell me, "Ooh, I can't go home with. Ooh, I can't do this. Or ooh, I can't work in this population." I don't know. I love it. I love that arena, and it can be, how should I say? You can get tiring, too tired to work in that population. But I don't know. I think one thing I can tell you, when God gives you a gift, it's there. It's in there, and a lot of people have told me that. But I don't know. That's something I love. What I love about advocacy is to love them, listen, and hey, what do you want to do? That's it, and not to judge them. Okay. What's something you don't want me to ask you?
You don't even have to read that one if you don't want to. I don't know what to do.
Wait, okay. That's an interesting one.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Do you have a thought?
No,
I do.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
I do, but I feel like
it's okay.
I don't even know how I would word it. But something that I wouldn't want you to ask me. You're so silly. I don't know. I would have to think more on that. We can go to. I'm gonna table that one. Like I have a thought, and it's gonna come up later. I just I'm trying to see how
You're
to
trying
like,
to say it.
how to say it.
What about you,
That's
Janae?
lit. Hey.
Next. What about What about you, Janae?
I'm gonna table that one. You know, like I don't know. Something that I don't want y'all to ask me. I don't know.